Hi, my name's Kate Beveridge and I'm the Children's Services Development Officer with the City of Greater Dandenong. I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of this land, the Bunurong people, and pay respect to their elders past, present and emerging. We recognise and respect their continuing connections to climate, culture and country. The City of Greater Dandenong is located 35 kilometres southeast of Melbourne in Victoria. It is the most multicultural municipality in Australia, with over 160 nationalities represented, with India, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Cambodia, Afghanistan and China having the largest populations in the area. In 2021, there were approximately 175,000 residents in the City of Greater Dandenong. There are approximately 32,000 children and adolescents aged 0 to 13 years in the City of Greater Dandenong. The Children's Plan was developed in consultation with children, local service providers and various council departments. The plan's vision is for children and their families to be valued, celebrated, respected and supported to reach their full potential. The Children's Plan outlines an integrated approach in working together with and for children 0 to 13 years, acknowledging the important role of parents, carers and their extended families in supporting each child's development in education, health and well-being. The UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, Article 12, enshrines the right of a child to be heard and for their views to be given due weight in decision-making processes. Building upon this, children's right to participate has been broadly recognised and supported by frameworks, codes of practice, legislation and practice approaches in Australia in the realms of government, the community service sector and education. Current examples include the Victorian Child Friendly Cities and Communities Charter, of which Council is a signatory, and the Victorian Child Safe Standards. The City of Greater Dandenong has long recognised the critical importance of children's participation with the implementation of a broad range of initiatives designed to engage children in consultative and participatory engagement programs. The value of the engagement of children in Council's work was noted by a number of Council business units in cross-Council consultations conducted to inform the development of the new Children's Plan, including sport and recreation, planning, libraries, and arts and culture. A range of Council strategies also engage children and their families in order to achieve their strategic objectives, including a community safety plan for Greater Dandenong, the open space strategy, climate change strategy, make your move physical activity strategy, library strategy and action plan, and the disability action plan. This broad acceptance of the integral importance of children's engagement and participation requires an ongoing whole of council approach to continued capacity development and implementation at a cross-council level. A child-friendly city implements the Convention on the Rights of the Child to local communities in partnership with children. Central to the child-friendly city concept is that children's voices and opinions are taken into consideration and influence governance, decision-making at a local level, including laws, policies, programs, and budget to improve the lives of children and to create sustainable environments now and into the future. By endorsing the Victorian Child Friendly Cities and Communities Charter, the City of Greater Dandenong committed to valuing, respecting and celebrating children by authentically listening and strengthening the ways we empower children so they may thrive. In 2015, the City of Greater Dandenong committed to being a child-friendly city and resourced a council-funded position to support both internal council departments and local non-for-profit community organisations to engage children and young people in planning and policy development, capturing their voices in shaping Council's future direction. Council's aim is to engage children authentically to ensure they feel listened to as active citizens in their community. I'm now going to run through some of Council's key programs that work with children to hear their ideas and suggestions that help inform Council's work. The Children's Advisory Group brings together students from the local primary schools within Greater Dandenong as representatives of their wider school community to talk about the local community, facilities and activities in Greater Dandenong and to support Council in its commitment to be a child-friendly city. All primary schools were invited to nominate students from their school to participate in the Children's Advisory Group in 2022. This year, 17 schools joined the group, sending 2 students to represent their school. The group met 8 times throughout the year to share their thoughts, ideas and suggestions and to plan the annual Children's Forum. Over the year, the children have been engaged in the development of a new community hub and action plan, new playground installations, a community ambassador program, future planned activities for festival and events for children and their families to participate in, climate change community engagement and mobilisation plan, and the arts, culture and heritage strategy. Children's voices in planning activities are then collated into an annual report for council departments to utilise as a reference point for future planning and evaluation, including contributing to the community engagement framework. The annual Children's Forum, held in Children's Week, provides children with a platform to engage with Council in a consultative and creative way to express their opinions about the city they live in and their priorities for the city. The aims of the forum are to provide an opportunity for teams within Council to engage with children on their work to help inform future projects and to develop student skills, ability and confidence to have a voice in their community. The day is planned by the Children's Advisory Group. They decided on the theme, Children's Voices Matter, developed the agenda, voted on the council team workshops, decided what food will be provided, how the room will be set up, and what get to know you activities will be run. The Children's Advisory Group students also had roles on the day, including emceeing, greeters, table settlers, audio support, and media support. Council staff from various departments ran workshops on their future projects to hear what local children think of their work. Workshops included Your Environment, Your Voice, Let's Talk About Active Travel in Greater Dandenong, Home Handyman Service, Design Thinking at the Library, Run, Play and Socialise, Designing Our Future Parks, and Making Art Fun, Designing the Ideal Activity Kit for our new gallery. Each year, a junior mayor is elected by the Children's Advisory Group. This year, nominated students were asked to give a 1 to 2 minute speech about why it is important for council to have a junior mayor. Members of the advisory group in attendance voted for their favourite speech. The student with the most votes wins. In her speech, the new junior mayor said council should have a junior mayor so they can get a child's perspective on any issues they may have. And she also vowed to listen to her peers and be a voice of her generation. The role of the junior mayor aims to provide a local primary school student with the opportunity to learn more about how local government works, develop an interest in the democratic process, as well as build their leadership skills. It also teaches them how children and young people can be involved and have a voice into council. Children have told us their number one favourite way to share their ideas is in person. This was a recent consultation at the Children's Forum, where children were asked to design their own open space and what they would like to see in it, from seating to slides, swings, nature play, climbing equipment, lighting and water play. They could build their own space. Council staff are then going to use this to inform future concept plans for new developments. Consulting in person also allows for further conversation and gives you the ability to clarify what is being said to make sure you have the correct information to inform your work. One way to make the consultation interactive is to ask children to vote. Dot Democracy is a favourite in our city. Here we have 2 playground consultations where children got to vote for their favourite piece of equipment to be in their new playground. We asked children what a child-friendly city looks like. They said it's inclusive and respects kids. It feels safe and it's where kids are confident and have courage. Here's a video we recently made to reflect this.
There's no bullying or a city where everyone is counted as equal. I don't know, because I think Greater Dandenong is a child-friendly city, but it can always look like more child-friendly. A city that can use children's perspective to help the city grow somewhere that kids can feel safe and where they can have a voice. Well, like just a good place and like kind and like a responsible just a nice place. If that makes sense. So what I think a child-friendly city would look like to me is how certain buildings that they're planning on making, kind of like where it's safe for kids to be able to walk around and that.
Children have told us they like being asked for their ideas and suggestions, as it is their future and their community. Council staff have told us that engaging children is valuable as it ensures their voices are considered in their work and planning. Why should adults listen to children? Children told us it's because their opinions are useful. It provides a greater outcome for the community and everyone feels included. Here's another video that we recently made.
Because even though adults do say children shouldn't be heard but seen, I disagree with that very strongly because kids should have a voice and have a say in what things go on because it's not even if parents say kids should be heard shouldn't be heard but seen, it isn't true. Kids should have a voice. Maybe the kids don't like the ideas of the adults, so they give a chance to the kids. If they want the children to be happy, they need to know what makes them happy. Because I feel like children have a lot of creativity and sometimes have a lot of good ideas. Children do have a bigger imagination than adults because sometimes adults are wrong and like children can be right sometimes. And like usually when there's a politics or something, it's always adults and there's never children.
At the City of Greater Dandenong, we are proud to be a child-friendly city and committed to including children's voices in our work. If you would like more information or to see more of these videos, please visit this website. Thank you for listening.